Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Music Mondays podcast. I'm your host, Zomb Slays. Welcome on in, my friends. Happy Monday. This is episode 271 of the Music Mondays podcast, and this is officially the season 13 premiere of the Music Mondays podcast. Welcome on in, my friends. Happy Monday. Let's get into it. So, relatively stacked show for you guys this week for sure. Lots of really good submissions, few things to go through. Couple things to dive into, so you guys know the drill, man. But like I said, I'm your host, Zomb Slays, and this is episode 271 of the Music Mondays podcast. So, let's dive in. First off, let's do some weekly recap jazz. Let's talk about what you missed at Music Mondays over the last week or so, and then we're gonna dive into what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next couple weeks, per usual. And then we're going to talk about recruiting. Then we're going to talk exclusives and all that good jazz. So, you guys know the dealio. Let's get right into it. So, hopping over, let's talk weekly recap stuff. So, what did you miss at Music Mondays over the last week or so? Let's dive in. So, per usual, Music Mondays basic logo t-shirts are available and in stock right now. We still have smalls, mediums, and larges, $20 flat, including shipping. So, obviously, United States only, just so you guys don't get shipping costs. But again, if you're interested in purchasing one of those, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us an DM, send us an email. We'd be happy to get that shipped out for you. Absolutely. And then, of course, per usual, following the live show every single Tuesday, you can catch the full rebroadcast over there on the Music Mondays Patreon for you guys to clip, download, or anything like that. You want to go record the show or anything like that, and it's full high quality. That's over there on Patreon every single Tuesday. Following the live show. So definitely go check that out, and huge shout out to all of our Music Mondays Patreons, man. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. Let's see here. So, that was Tuesday, and then of course, heading deeper into Tuesday, submissions do go live every single Tuesday for the next week's show. So again, if you're interested in submitting for episode 272 for next week's show, submissions do go live tomorrow, April 7th, and so make sure you follow us on social media to stay up to date when all those submissions do go live. That was Tuesday. Heading into Wednesday, SoundCloud Sunday submissions do open every single Wednesday, so again, make sure you follow us on socials and all that good jazz and stay up to date for when all of our submissions do go live over there. Especially for playlist stuff, podcasts, all that good jazz. So, heading deeper into Wednesday, we always do some audio podcast promo for the following day, because again, as you guys know, every single Thursday, the audio version of the Music Mondays podcast, it does drop on all audio platforms. That was Wednesday. Heading into Thursday, episode 271, episode 270 actually of the Music Mondays podcast is available on all audio platforms. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that good jazz. So definitely go check that out and go show that some love, and huge shout out to everybody that did submit to episode 270. You guys are wonderful, man. Thank you. And then we finish off Thursday with a brand new YouTube upload as well. Last week we spoke about why creating videos shouldn't be that hard. That was a really cool segment. Definitely a topic that we spoke about pretty frequently here on the show, but that segment is available right now on the Music Mondays YouTube channel, so definitely go check that out and go show that some love. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already, man, because we do upload 2 times per week. Let's see here. So that was Thursday. Heading into Friday, we actually dropped a brand new article talking about the 5-year anniversary of Music Mondays. So again, if you want to hear my thoughts or go check out some of my thoughts over there, that article is available on the Music Mondays homepage right now. Again, banger piece. And actually that anniversary kind of snuck up on me, man. That was pretty crazy. I was going through my memories and I was like, holy shit, 5 years ago, Music Mondays officially became a platform. And I was like, wow, that's absolutely insane. I mean, like I've said on Twitter, we're not ones to like pat ourselves on the back, right? Just because, there's so many other things to do, and so many other things that we can, kind of dive into, and Music Mondays is growing, right? So we're not even like 50% of our potential, right? But that's the thing with it is like, I did want to take a sec to kind of think about, the journey over the last 5 years, right? I mean, so many things had to come together for Music Mondays to kind of like be where it is today. So that's what's pretty fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's just it's really insane to look back on 5 years and to know that, the next five are going to be just as important, right? So, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, that is pretty crazy though. So definitely go check out the 5 year anniversary article. That is a fucking banger. And we got Ghost coming in the chat. What's going on, Ghost? Ghost coming through, and what? Holy shit! Ghost coming through with the fucking 4 gifties, man. Much love, much fucking love, King. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big 50, big fucking 50 as well, man. Let's go. Love that, love that, love that, love that. Thank you so much, King. Coming through with a little 4 bomb, man. Love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend. Help all as well. Hope everything is Gucci. So yes, 5 year anniversary article. Definitely go check that out. That is a banger piece. And congrats to 5 years, man. And we're definitely gonna have another wonderful 5 years. That's for sure. But 5 year anniversary article. Definitely go check that out. Go shout some love. And Ghost coming through, man. Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much love, King. You never have to do that, but you are so generous. Thank you so much. So that was Friday. Heading into Saturday, episode 270 of the Music Mondays podcast is available right now on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. So if you prefer the YouTube version of the show, you just want to go put it on the background or anything like that, or if you want to go clip it or record it, that is available on the Music Mondays YouTube channel every single Saturday. So episode 270 is available. Definitely go check that out. Go shout some love, and huge shout out to everybody that did submit and tuned in to episode 270. You are fucking magnificent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friends. That was Saturday. Heading into Sunday, SoundCloud Sunday Volume 233 is available right now on the Music Money SoundCloud. That was curated by me, and the cover art was also done by me. So definitely go check that out and go show that some love. And if you want to submit for SoundCloud Sunday, those submissions do open every single Wednesday. So make sure you follow us on socials to stay up to date when all of our submissions do go live. So, that was Sunday. So into today, that actually takes us to today, April 6th, 2026, episode 271 of the Music Mondays fucking podcast. Well, welcome, my friends. That was your weekly recap. That's pretty much everything major that you missed at Music Mondays over the last week or so. So, let's talk about what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week or so. Lots of interesting stuff coming. So, we love the 50 gift. Absolutely. I know, but I always like to. Yeah, you're a fucking legend, man. Thank you so much, Ghost. Thank you so much, my friend. Much love. Always love to you, my friend. So yeah, what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week or so? So yeah, we're deep into Cyberfest 3 planning. Tossing around some dates, figuring out what that's gonna look like, getting some graphics, kind of bounced around and things like that. So that's gonna be like our big summer project over the course of the next couple weeks for sure. And then I'll be updating you guys weekly here on the show about Cyberfest 3 stuff, right? So that's kind of like our big project in the background. And then as far as weekly and monthly content goes, a lot of that stuff will be staying the same, right? So the podcast, the YouTube uploads, articles, things like that, all of our playlists, all that will be staying the same. So don't fret, nothing's changing there. But again, like I always say, you can expect a lot of our older pieces to kind of make their way back in, right? Feature Friday, Workshop Wednesday, the Breakdown, Across the Pond, Underground Classics, a lot of our really much more older playlist over there on SoundCloud will be returning, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. But that's pretty much everything super major coming over the course of the last week or so, and then coming over the next couple weeks as well. So nothing too crazy, but mostly Cyberfest 3 planning as well. So that's huge. But yeah, make sure you tune into the show weekly because I'll be updating you guys every single Monday per usual on anything major that's happening when it comes down to Music Mondays, right? So that's that. So we did weekly recap stuff. We did what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week or so. Let's talk exclusives. So again, Music Mondays is on the hunt for exclusives. We actually just dropped one just actually on this Saturday over the weekend with the Homie 3, so definitely go check that out. That's a fucking banger. But again, we are always on the hunt for SoundCloud exclusives. So again, if you have an unreleased SoundCloud track that you'd like to have hosted and promoted on the Music Mondays SoundCloud, and of course across all of our social media for completely free, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. And again, we're only interested in unreleased material, so feel free to do whatever you want with the track afterwards. You want to go put it on DSPs, you want to go do anything like that, that's completely fine. We're only interested in the SoundCloud version. And then again, same goes for YouTube as well. If you have an unreleased audio track, AMV, music video, lyric video, or anything like that that you like to have hosted on the Music Mondays YouTube channel of over 340 subscribers, and of course promoted across all of our social media for completely free, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. And again, we're only interested in unreleased material. So feel free to do whatever you want with the track afterwards, my friends. But again, that's that on exclusives. So, continuing on, one other thing we got to dive into is recruiting. So, Music Mondays is recruiting, my friends. We are on the hunt for all of our Music Mondays staff roles. So again, if you're a writer, journalist, curator, designer, you want to do short form, you want to do long form content for Music Mondays, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. And of course, resume definitely preferred but not required. So if you're kind of interested in, getting your feet wet and learning about underground independent journalism and media and things like that, definitely let us know because we'll totally show you the ropes as well. So again, Music Mondays is recruiting. Definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email if you're interested in joining the staff team, my friends. So, that's that. And with this being the season 13 premiere of the Music Mondays podcast, I figured we should dive right into submissions because we have a brand new season under our belt. So again, for those of you that don't know, Music Mondays podcast goes by seasons, right? So every 10 episodes we'll roll into a new season, and now that we're into episode 271, this is the official start for season 13 of the Music Mondays podcast. That's really fucking sick. I'm excited for that. But let's go jump over to Twitter and let's dive into some submissions, my friends. So